Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, and it's time to talk about Acorns, because Acorns are very important, especially because, as we know, we can accumulate 2 million Acorns from this event. And where are the best places to go? What should you maybe avoid? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Let's answer those questions today. Massive shout out goes to Starfighter for putting together this fantastic spreadsheet, and further shout out to Cam as well as the Podcast of Champions podcast. So go and check it out. Link is in the description. Obviously, Cam does a lot of work when it comes to putting together details and data like this, and obviously Starfighter and Cam work together. So yep, check out the podcast. Link is in the description down below. The spreadsheet fully encapsulates all of the information that you need in order to grind out the event. And even though it doesn't say 2 mil, the fact is this is all of the accumulation minus some other stuff which will probably be dropping fairly soon, which is still waiting to see. For those interested, the nutty calendars have gone live, so obviously all those kind of lovely amounts of acorns that you can get from the side event, you can now start doing that, especially if you choose each time that you're gonna, okay, where am I gonna spend my baskets? Well, it looks like obviously I can spend 4 baskets today. Where am I gonna go? I'm gonna go epic. Or you could look to kind of go elsewhere with it. Could you do like two heroic? Yeah, maybe. It's completely up to you what you think you can do. But do bear in mind how this event works is every time you get a kill, you get a load of acorns. If you then choose like, right, I've had enough, I'm spending too many revives, what do I do? Do I want to continue this on? You have to make the decision whether or not you want to continue on and whether or not you want to go. We have seen from that spreadsheet, which I'm going to put up in a moment again, just to kind of reiterate, you don't have to do everything. Even though there's 2 mil on offer, I believe from what I've seen that everything in the Squirrel store adds up to 1 mil, so you can get yourself the items that you want from there, and at the same time fulfilling the getting and accumulating of acorns with less effort than you might think. So it's not going to be too much of an issue for that, as long as you stay to things like doing the main event quests. If you cannot be bothered with the side quest, that's fine, but also then you've got the stuff where going like, okay, well, I'll just do the objectives instead. You may say to yourself, like, I just want to do the objectives because I feel that the objectives are going to be more easier, and maybe I can like not bother with the side quest, but it may be best to do like lower difficulties, because from what I've seen, a lot of times it's about a 19-minute clear for the side quest. So for a lot of players, I've seen some like footage up, and I'm not going to be putting it into this video because look, that means that this video will probably be 30 minutes long if I include all the stuff that I'm kind of pre-editing now. So let's face it, if I do Squirrel Girl's cornucopia, it's going to take about, maybe on average, about 19 minutes, depending though, because I've seen people use 5-star rank 5 champions for that, and maybe it's a case that persistent charge based champions, which I haven't seen a lot of people using, or people using less for certain champions, because it's very specific. Like, you're going to have different kinds of examples. You're going to have pilfer, different types of buffs, nodes. That will mean that you'll need a diverse-ish roster, but still persistent-based champions, maybe champions that interact with stuff for energy effects. Buffs from persistent charges, like your Ardine Bank with Venom the Dark. You've got your Corvus, your Cat Marvel movie. You've got your Acorns. That may be of value for a 10. It's a 10 enemy fight. Now, when it comes to ranking up and leveling up lower rarity champions, I would always say keep some in reserve for level up and rank up purposes, just in case stuff like this happens. Don't go completely nuts. With leveling up and ranking up. As I said, I'm not particularly happy with all these nutty puns. Really not this month. You kind of think I would be, but I'm not, because it's predictable comedy. It needs to be unpredictable, like you're not expecting it. In any case, moving on. Yeah, so the event quest this month, if you kind of have a Sabertooth and you're willing to delete the 2-star version that you have, or you don't have it, then that's perfect. But if you go to the beginner level, on the completion side of things, you can see that you can get a 2-star version of Sabertooth. That's probably the best thing to do. If you don't have the champion, then go for the standard completion, get it, and then if you do have it, delete it, and then you'll be able to have it, and then put it up to the 20 levels required. But for a lot of people, they still do have like 2 stars, and as I would say, if you've got any kind of spare 2 stars, just keep them. Like, just keep them spare. As you can see here, like, I didn't really rank up anything for variant 4, and I've always just kept a load just in case. And this is one of these situations where it's just in case, and you just able to like add the 10 required, and then it's going to be a lot more easier for the situation. I think as soon as I do this, and there we go, there's the 2-star version done. But the thing is, did I need to do that? Probably not, because the fact is you're able to pick up some higher volume of acorns by doing other types of objectives. But what about smashing up furry critters and as well the giving tree? Well, MCOC Trucos put out the following here, which basically states that, look, you know, you can smash these two events out quite easily by going to Act 1, Chapter 1, and then Mission 3, the Pursuit, because you're able to take in Rocket, Beast, etc, etc, in order to get to that point of smashing out Groot by only the use of 4 energy, so that's pretty good for spend side of things, in order to get this event done, or these 2 little objectives within the event done. Yeah, first off, like we're doing Thor Ragnarok there, and obviously this is very kind of like simple, easy going fight. We then go up here. We've spent literally no energy in getting here, which is great. So that's 4 energy each time, and let's face it, look, you know, you do this the less amount of times that you need to, like you don't need to do this that much, and you've already smashed out this event. So let's just first of all just kind of get this done, and then what we'll be doing straight after that, exiting out, going back in again. And yeah, there's other methods that you can do to make this more enjoyable for yourself, but it's just a case of going like, it gives you options there. So we go to objectives, furry critters now should have increased. And then we've got Giving Tree, which is down here. As you can see, like 1's there. So yeah, I need to do that 10 times. And then when it comes to Furry Critters needs to be done 20 times. But that's the thing. Like I'll probably do it 10 times or 9 more times, 9 more times, and then go like, right. Well, the rest of the time I'll probably just do arena grinding and be able to smash it out like just as easy as that. Obviously, if you're struggling for a 3 or a 4 star for the purpose of leveling up, then this could be a tiny bit of an issue for you. And there's several options to like look at this. You could just like pop open as many 3 stars and crystals as possible, 4 stars, whatever. It may be best to kind of go through stuff like the event quest first, then go to crystal shards and then kind of like pop open some stuff, see if you get something new, and kind of look towards the end of the month for the completion of this event, or kind of getting these objectives smashed out, I should really say. But the main thing to kind of say is that there are arenas on, so you could look as an opportunity to grind out arena, which then would get some other objectives smashed out, but that's completely up to you. Like I said, the easiest thing is to do the event quest, get all the resources, the shards from that, pop them all open, see what you're left with, and then do the leveling up. For me, because I don't really use 4 stars that much, I've got like ones like there, like I've got Sunspot actually just kind of like there. I don't know where things are. But yes, I've got stuff to level up. But that's only because, like I said, I leave a lot of them on because my focus now is on 5 stars. That may not be for everybody. So like I said, event grind, get your shards, pop them open, get something new, level it up, then you get the objectives smashed out. These objectives, as well as the idea behind how you accumulate your acorns, and then obviously that benefits when it comes to the solo and the whole kind of road to 1 million acorns event, has been done like really well. I do actually quite rate it. I think Kabam have done a good job with this. Especially the rarity of stuff that's in there isn't too bad. It's nice little extras. It's nothing really like too overly impressive, but looks like an evolution from the days of the Intel store, of how that kind of event kind of rolled out. But that had like more of a time grind with the side quest, and you had to wait a long time to do it, and it just felt like too much of a chore. But with this one, and especially with the accompanying Squirrel store as well, with the rarity of items that you get from here, I do think that, again, that is something that's a nice little extra. And with, you know, Kabam putting some kind of progression titleage in with some of this stuff, you know, it's good. It allows people to work towards something. And I think that, yeah, Kabam did a good job with this. So, yeah, good event so far from what I've seen. Objectives look very much straightforward, and you can be able to smash them out this month, especially with arena grinding, leveling up new champions, and not to mention kind of thrifty ways of going to certain events in order to sacrifice sufficiently. I don't know what the word is, but, you know, smash out the event. That's what I'm trying to get. And also, just to back up that point, the great thing about it is having different ways to get the acorns. Where it used to be in the past, like, you had to do, like, lots of grinding here or there. With this one, it's a case that you can pick and choose and still be able to smash out the event by the means of how much time you have for the game. Because not anybody and everybody is going to have a lot of time for the game. Some people will have, you know, a couple of hours a day. Other people, 4, 5. You know, they'll be able to do a lot more. But the fact is, this event has been good for those that can be a little bit casual, but at the same time take home a good amount of rare resources. There we have it. That has been the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button, subscribe, check out some other content here and here. Also, I will be posting one other video today. I'm not quite sure what it's going to be about, but then I'm going to be working on some other content for the weekend and smashing out some of this event. So I'll see you in the live stream later on the second channel. Link is in the description. And thank you to all those sources for their helpful information. And obviously we put it together in a nice little video. Bye-bye for now.